Hi everybody! With Christmas only a few days away, our thoughts are to turn to a very special miracle that took place in Bethlehem, a wonderful lesson about God's love.
That's right, Bob. We received a letter from little James Comstock. He's having a bit of a problem with the animals on the farm. Let's listen.
Dear Bob and Larry, I'm 7 years old and my family lives near Winchester, Virginia. We have cattle that we raise. We take very good care of them and treat them with kindness. But it seems like every time we have a new calf in the stable, our older animals misbehave and are mean to the new guy. Once we took in a donkey because he needed some love and care, and they really were not happy about that. I don't like it very much when the animals are not nice to each other in the barn. I wonder how the animals in the stable in Bethlehem behaved when Mary and Joseph were brought to the stable to share their space, and there was no room in the inn. Then what happened when Jesus arrived? Then the shepherds arrived, and then the wise men.
Well, James, I think the best way to answer your question would be to go to Bethlehem and listen in on the animals that are there.
Good idea, Bob. Just like humans all around the world love to share stories and memories, I heard that the animals do too.
And you'll notice, even on our puppet show, there really wasn't enough room in the stable for all the animals, so we kind of had to make some adjustments, just like on the night that Jesus came.
I'm still hungry.
I'll share my hay with you, Henry. Will that help?
Thank you, Catherine. That's so nice of you.
We are so happy here, all of us together. Well, Donnie, it wasn't always like that. Let me tell you a story that has been passed down through the ages about a very special night, right here in our stable, that changed everything in the whole world. Oh, goody! I love your stories. Me too, Catherine. This story never, ever gets old.
Donnie, you'll want to listen closely because this is a very important story because it changed the world for the better. Now, not for just us animals, especially for people too.
The times in the country were not really good. Our relatives were not being treated by their owners as good as we are treated today. They were grumpy and they didn't share like we do now, and it wasn't good. Their owners and all the people in Bethlehem were upset about something they called a census. There were so many people coming into Bethlehem. It was very crowded and they were not very excited because they were so very angry about that. The animals, this made the animals unhappy too. So imagine how our ancestors felt when the innkeeper and his wife came into the stable with 2 people to share their space. There were no more rooms for them in the inn, and the woman really needed to be inside. All of the animals grumbled at this idea. But people are going to share a stable. I don't think so. We are already cramped in here, said Mother. They were not happy about this at all, and they didn't care who knew it. They were noisy for quite some time, but they then knew they couldn't do anything about it. So they settled down for the night.
Now, Donnie, there's something very special and very different about those 2 people.
I'm getting to that, Henry. I'm getting to that.
Okay, Catherine, I'm sorry. It's just like this part. Continue.
The people thanked for Mary and Joseph. They had traveled a long way to be counted in that census thing, like so many others. They were so kind and so glad to be in the stable with the animals. But something really special
dream. A very special name for a very special baby.
I'm a baby.
Yeah, you are.
The angel of God appeared to some shepherds that were living out in the fields tending to their sheep. At first the shepherds were very, very afraid.
Yes, yes, my great grandpa told all the travelers all about that. But the angels told the shepherds about the baby sent from God, and they traveled to Bethlehem to find him. The angels called him the Christ child.
Yes, yes. The angels told them they would find him in a stable wrapped in swaddling clothes and lying in a manger. The shepherds arrived to see this baby, the Christ called Jesus, as announced by the angel of God. Our relatives knew that the baby was very, very special indeed. A special gift from God. A gift of God's love for them.
Yes. Catherine, I'd like to tell this part about the wise men and how they came to Bethlehem through the east to Jerusalem. Liz?
That's fine, Henry. I know you like this part too.
Now the wise men weren't exactly kings from the east who had heard that the Messiah, the King of the Jews, had been born. They traveled to Jerusalem to ask King Herod where they could go and find this promised King of the Jews so they could go and worship him. But Herod was not at all happy about this since he was the ruler of the area. So King Herod told the wise men to go and find him and come back and tell him where he was so he could go worship him too. But that is not what Herod really wanted to do. The wise men set out to find Jesus when the star of Bethlehem appeared to them, and they were very happy and filled with joy. When they found Jesus, where Jesus was, they fell down on their knees, presented him gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh.